Barefoot training. Today we're gonna look at barefoot training in karate. Hello, I'm your host, Les Bubka. Welcome to Anxious Black Belt, a podcast that focuses on karate, mental health, and everything in between. If you enjoy our content and would like to support us, best way to do that is to listen to another episode, share with your friends, and leave us a review. All this stuff helps the mysterious algorithm to introduce our podcast to new audience. Thank you for joining me and let's listen to the episode. Hi guys, so a short one today and we're gonna focus on karate training and barefoot. Why barefoot and is it good or bad? Let's start with the bad. So I think all the men, or most of men, and definitely some ladies as well, but I see it more in men, complain about cracked heels due to the training on the hard wooden floor. In karate, I've got that, but I know it's not from a floor, but of me don't like drinking water. So I'm I'm trying to drink more water, and it's actually getting better. Also using cream that helps a lot, exfoliating and all sort of taking care of my feet, soaking them up and stuff, which helps. And if you do use some creams and stuff, what you do to help yourself with the achy and cracky and dry feet, let me know. Be interesting to learn more about the products and stuff and maybe start using myself. But overall, I do like training bare feet. I know that depending on the hole, you always got the dirty feet, and it's not something which is very appealing to people. You won't make money online on the one of the websites where you can show your feet. Um, but it is comfortable and it's got quite a several benefits. So we trying to minimize the dirt in our hole. We wiping the floor using antibacterial wipes as well, but it's kind of taking the time to dry up, and there's a still mess on the floor. I don't know. We'll have to steam wash it, I think, to get rid of all of it. So I highly recommend to students to take care of their feet, especially pay attention to not have any cracks, cuts, breaks in the skin, so none of the dirt goes in there and we don't have infections or other problems with the feet. So far, I don't think so. We've got anybody who had any infection, and also I'm happy with people to use the shoes because some of my students got lots of corns and I don't know how you call the other ones, like when the skin is pressed against and calluses. That's the one. I knew I'm gonna get there. Calluses, so they have to go to a chiropodist quite often to cut them, and that is not pleasant on the feet walking. So I do understand that barefoot is not for everybody, and sometimes you have to wear uh, shoes. But if you're wearing shoes, wear the barefoot shoes. I switched in my life as well from the normal padded shoes to barefoot shoes, and I feel much better. So for those who don't know, I had a broken ankle, which was put together not very well with a two-tie cast, and I had a huge, massive abscess in my right ankle, which led me to spending 3 months in hospital, having a bones cut out, trimmed, shaved, and so on. So my foot always is kind of unstable. And doctors always said to me, "Oh, you need to put the through with a insert to hold your foot straight so you um, be well supported." And always had the right knee pain and a hip pain. Since I switched 5 years ago to barefoot shoes, all this stuff is gone. I have no pain in my knee. I'm well balanced. My ankle is stronger. So I think that karate was helping all the way along, doing a barefoot training and strengthening that muscles and tendons and bones and allow it to function better. So here's the uh, improvements you can make and benefit from a training in a bare shoes or bare feet. I chucked that in to the AI, so to the AI informed uh, episode, and I kind of agree with most what it says. But let's see if you enjoy and agree with it. So let's see. So it says barefoot training, which involves performing exercise without shoes, has gained popularity for its various potential benefits. And here are some of the key advantages. So first one, it thinks that improved foot strength and stability. Training barefoot allows the smaller muscles in the feet to engage and strengthen. This can enhance overall foot stability and reduce the risk of injuries such as plantar fasciitis. And I do agree with that. I used to suffer with the pain in my sole, so walking around in the shoes, especially when I was working outside in the marquee business, I had a tired feet, painful feet, and that plantar pain reoccurring. Not very often, but I had it for several days, stretching out, doing some exercises. Always helped. But now, like I said, since I'm doing barefoot training, barefoot shoes running, barefoot shoes walking. I don't suffer with that at all. Better balance and proprioception. That's number two. Without shoes, the sensory feedback from the feet to the brain is more immediate and accurate. This heightens awareness, proprioception, improve balance and coordination, which is beneficial for athletic performance and everyday activities. And here, it definitely feels stones when I'm walking around in my barefoot shoes, and I have to be more careful with like glass and stuff so I don't step on it, don't cut my feet. Um, Performance in the training, I'm not sure if I see much of a difference. Um, Maybe just feel more comfortable on the feet. And in terms of balance, I definitely now when I put the normal shoes, I feel like I'm leaning forward a lot because of that raised heel. Okay, let's go to number three, enhance movement efficacy. Barefoot training can promote more natural movement pattern and encourages a forefoot or midfoot strikes when running or jumping, which can be more efficient and reduce impact forces compared to heel striking. And this is a definitely a huge change, and it feels very awkward on the beginning. So I started running, get back to running, which I hate, but one needs to do it. And it definitely forces you to run on toes. Running on a hill is not pleasant at all, but it helps as well with avoiding those cracks. I noticed that when I used to run with heel strike with the soft shoes, that heel was battered, and I kind of every time I tried to run and have a thicker sole in the shoe, thicker heel, the harder I was hitting the ground, and the heel was more abused and painful. And I don't have that with running now because I'm running on the toes. But it looks weird, so probably a lot of people laughing at me when I'm passing by. Um, Number four, increased ankle and lower leg strength. Without the support of the shoes, the muscles and tendons in the ankle and lower leg work harder to stabilize the body. This can lead to stronger, more resilient lower legs. And I was thinking about it in relation to my Achilles tendon. So with that bad foot, my Achilles tendon was always very tired, very tensed, and now I think it's much looser. So the foot got used to it and gets stronger. Um, in terms of exercising, I'm not sure if I can feel much of a difference, but I haven't been starting with change of the shoes from the weakest point or injury point. So I don't know. I feel very comfortable. My feet feel very relaxed and movable, and um, my toes spliced a lot, spliced or spliced, are kind of apart and giving me a better grip, I suppose. Number five, reduction in injury. Some studies suggest that barefoot training can lead to fewer overuse injuries by promoting natural foot mechanics and strengthening the foot and lower leg muscles. Barefoot training can help prevent common injuries like shin splints and stress fractures. Um, Not much I can tell about this. I don't have a much of injuries. I used to have a that ankle sprained quite often. For a long time now, I can't remember when I done it last time. Um, so I think that might be true. Improve flexibility. Training without shoes can improve the flexibility and the range of motion in the feet and ankles, contributing to better overall mobility. This one I'm not so sure, because I have to put a lot of effort to do the mobility for my ankles and hips. Toes are mobile, so I'm not sure about that one. Uh, I'm not overly flexible, but I have no problem with doing full squat, putting my knees over the toes and stuff like that. So um, probably we will have to have a look on somebody who got a very restricted motion and then track them with the progression when they go barefoot or barefoot shoes running. Natural number seven, natural gait pattern. Shoes, especially those with high heels or fixed soles, can alter the natural gait. Barefoot training encourages a more natural walking and running gait, which can reduce strain on the joints and improve overall biomechanics. And that must be true. You can see just women walking in a high heels, how unnaturally they look like. They look like they're just gonna fall over. Personally, I don't like it. I know that some people are ecstatic about the girls in the high heels. I prefer girls naturally walking normally and not like they're gonna fall over and hit their face in any second. And number eight, economics and environmental benefits. So barefoot training eliminates the need of specialized athletic footwear, saving money and reducing the environmental impact associated with manufacturing and disposing of shoes. Well, I'm not sure about that because they're still making the barefoot runners, and they seems to be expensive. They're still using rubber and stuff. Maybe less of it, so I wouldn't say it's that much of a impact. Maybe you've got the whole leather ones, but then you're killing cows and stuff. So um, and to be honest, walking without shoes everywhere is not feasible because there's so much stuff on the floor in a town that you would get injured and painful and so on and so on. So yeah, it is what it is, and you know you cannot go without shoes all the time. I'm happy that I done a switch from normal shoes to the barefoot runners, and I use a lot of bare feet in the garden and walking around the home. I never have anything on. I'm happy with it, but I am cautious that people who do a quick switch from one shoes to the barefoot might feel uncomfortable, might get injuries if their feet are not um, uh, used to it, and with everything, take the caution of going slowly, right? Slow and steady instead of jumping in on a deep end and getting injured because injury is not fun. Um, I know it's not for everybody. Many of us have arthritis in feet and need cushioning and support to be able to move. So, it's always a trade-off. If you are in a position to try the bare feet training, or you're doing karate anyway, so that's your benefits you can get from that. If you're not, you're training in a shoes, that's fine. I'm not here to preach for you to change to a barefoot shoes or whatever. I'm just explaining what I done and how it impacted me. Overall, I am very, very happy with um, the change. It took some time to find the ones which suit me the best, so I'm not going the full on barefoot shoe. I've got a little bit thicker sole that suits me the best. Is a nice balance between a kind of barefoot feel, but not having all the stones puncturing the holes in your feet. So today, just a short episode on my thoughts on barefoot training, AI thoughts on barefoot training, and till the next time. Well done for listening to all of it. You are a superhero. Thank you very much for your support. And if you could leave us that review on a podcast platform, that would be amazing. I appreciate your time, appreciate your support, and I wish you all the best until the next one.